live from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Deion Sanders on the return. They'll take over. First down and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the
throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
This one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Adrian Peterson, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 41.
From the 41, Mahomes for a left side complete. That's Peterson. Mahomes. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
2-yard line.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. We're scoreless after 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
On the play.
Jackson now down around his goal line. Dancing to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Out here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
They'll take over first and 10.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. To throw is Jackson.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
The 46-yard line.
Jackson forced out to his left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Ezekiel Elliott, 46 yards. And his guy's now just a two-point conversion away from tying us up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now here's Mahomes, rolling to his right, and complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup at 25. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well, think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
First and 10.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have radius across midfield and inside the 45. Play action. It's Jackson.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. To throw again is Jackson. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 34 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Mahomes pass intercepted.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Anderson's kick is good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help. set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Tony Gonzalez there to make the grab. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll it. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run here with Jason Huntley. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Vincent Jackson there to make the grab.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
To kick off.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
They'll run on 1st down. George, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Bobby Wagner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. It's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
47-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Jackson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off. Completed it to the right side. Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by the safety, Taylor Mays. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time for the Raiders. 62 yards from the 2. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Play after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The return. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 29, Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that honor back in 1977.
And a big reason why? He had to retire early. He only played 7 years in the NFL. But what a run before injuries really cut his career short. In fact, he played the equivalent of 4 full seasons out of those 7 that he played because of injuries. But he was first-team All-Pro 5 times, led the league in rushing twice, and still holds the record for kickoff return average this many years after he retired. Commissioner Roger Goodell called him one of the finest men in NFL history. And I can tell you this, partner, one of the most exciting players we'll ever see.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East frontrunners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta, and he'll probably carry them the rest of the way.
Has 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks of the regular season.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Looking for Larkin, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
To kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there on a Washington first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case,
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but nowhere to
return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here we go now on first and goal.
The 2-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Again, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Chargers 0. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On the read option, it's Mariota. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With this Washington 7, Chargers 0.
Throwing on second and 8. Mariota. That's caught by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Marvin Harrison, the intended target, and it's third and short. Play fake, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Right side caught by Jackson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 23. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Mariota again. This will be caught at about the 5. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll run now with Bo Jackson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Tony Gonzalez, 75 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Gain of 23 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
quick throw out wide from Mariota. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
To kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rod Woodson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Chargers.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Washington 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Chargers 24, Washington 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now on second and 13, Mariota going to throw right side here, complete.
Mariota's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fourth down.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. On first and 10, here's Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A gain of 4.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
39-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 3.
He didn't even and trying to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow this.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 33-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota here to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Harrison complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the 30.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mariota.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.